A high-ranking member of the Trump-Pence White House staff visited Vigo County this evening. Mark Short, the former chief of staff for Vice President Mike Pence, was the keynote speaker at the Vigo County Lincoln Day dinner. Before the dinner, Nicole Christine sat down with Short. She shares their discussions on the past and the current political climate.
It was an honor to get to serve in the White House.
Mark Short calls his years serving as President Donald Trump's legislative affairs director and then as chief of staff to Vice President Mike Pence a blessing. He says the pinnacle of the team's work in the first 2 years included tax relief for Americans and the appointment of Supreme Court justices. Then, near the end of Trump's term, the focus shifted to the COVID-19 pandemic.
One of the things that the vice president, having been the former governor of Indiana, he was very careful to try to push a federalist approach, which means our job was to provide information to governors across the country and allow them the flexibility to institute what they thought was best for their citizens. And certainly I think that the push to produce 3 vaccines within 1 year, I think, was a pretty remarkable achievement.
Now, with the height of the pandemic behind Americans, Short says the issues bringing people to the polls for the upcoming November midterms will be economically driven.
I think Americans are struggling in fighting inflation right now. I think they are struggling in paying a lot more in gas prices. I think in communities like this, farmers are struggling with high diesel prices. And I think that as you continue to see interest rates climb, it'll probably create a deeper recession in the housing market.
And Short says Hoosier politicians are having an outsized influence on the federal government.
Many of your delegation today, I think, continue to gain in seniority. I think Todd Young being on the ballot is certainly something that I think Hoosiers can be proud of as far as his record of service. And you have others who will be climbing up into different leadership positions. Jim Banks is clearly looking to run for leadership in the House, too.
As the midterms get closer and national headlines circulate on the January 6th committee hearings and the recent FBI raid of Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, Short once again points to the economy as a way for Republicans to find success at the polls.
A lot of Americans, I think, are frustrated with what they see as a politicization of the FBI and Department of Justice. And I think that many of us can sympathize with those emotions. Having said that, I think that the stronger issues that are going to win over a larger number of independent voters are those economic issues we discussed of inflation, gas prices, recession.
Reporting in Vigo County, I'm Nicole Christine.
And for more from our sit down with Short, visit mywabashvalley.com.